Off the top at 4 this afternoon, river levels rising across the St. Louis area. Right now, a live look from Sky Zoom 4 over the Mississippi in Alton. You see the Argosy Casino closed indefinitely starting at 4 o'clock this morning. Guests not able to get in the front door. Well, flooding tops our news this afternoon, and we have crews out covering rising waters in Alton, Grafton, along with a rescue at Lone Elk Park and a river collision right in downtown St. Louis. And Sky Zoom 4 was up earlier this afternoon, scoping out the situation here in eastern Lincoln County, where there is a flash flood warning. Floodwaters have topped some of the levees around the towns of Foley as well as Winfield. And right now, this is video from the ground of water pouring over the top of the Winfield levee that prompted Lincoln County officials to ask the National Weather Service to issue a warning to its residents. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. I'm Claire Kellett. Floodwaters, as you know, taking over some communities along the Mississippi River. Grafton, Illinois is one of them. News 4's Paige Halsey spent the day talking with residents and business owners there. She joins us live this afternoon with the latest.
And right now you can see this part of Main Street here in Grafton is closed. Floodwaters covers the street, and it's even getting into some of the businesses here. The National Weather Service still expects the water level here to rise about 1.5 feet higher and should crest early next week. Some roads, though, to get here are already flooded and closed off. The only way in and out of Grafton right now is from the north along Route 3. We saw one family earlier today using a boat to get to and from their property that's now basically an island here in Grafton. Several business owners told me that they have a few feet of water in their basements here. We did stop by the BP gas station where they're still making pizza inside, but they are cutting back hours since fewer people are coming in.
We've been here and we stay open for the people of Grafton. We've always, never been flooded in here.
Now, that woman you just heard from, she said that she lost her own house and everything in it back in the floods of December 2015, January 2016 that so many of you remember. And just like her, so many other people here in Grafton have been through this before. But coming up on News 4 at 5, hear what the mayor says is surprising them about this flood. But first, we want to continue our team coverage with Vinton Blandon in downtown St. Louis.
Right now, Paige, not far from the Eads Bridge in downtown St. Louis, the focus is on all of this water in and around the Mississippi River. But yesterday, a big boat passing underneath the Eads Bridge got all of the attention.
Bro, is that boat gonna make it?
Yes, that happened. The towboat gets a little too close to the Eads Bridge and knocks off a portion from the towboat's top section. Now, the moment was caught on camera by a News 4 viewer. This happened on Thursday. No one was hurt. The U.S. Coast Guard says the Eads Bridge was not damaged. You can see the damage on top of the towboat in these photos. The Coast Guard tells us it is still investigating. But according to the Coast Guard, rising water on the Mississippi River might be the cause. Now, speaking of rising water, the river is still open to commercial traffic except for the portions of the river in downtown St. Louis. The Coast Guard says that area stretches about 5 miles. Now, in those areas, the level of water is high and the currents are moving fast. Now, the Coast Guard says for those boats that are just outside that closure zone, they should try to go out a little bit farther away during the daylight hours just for safety precautions. Reporting live in downtown St. Louis, Vincent Blandon, News 4.
Rescue crews needed to save one hiker today from the rising waters along the Merrimack. First responders tell us a woman in her 50s slipped off a trail behind Lone Elk Park and got stuck in the mud and wasn't able to get out. 4 fire departments, highway patrol, county police, park rangers, and a helicopter all worked together to pull off the rescue. Firefighters say that this situation serves as a valuable lesson. Firefighters also say the woman is shaken up but has no injuries at this point, and they warn people to stay alert when you go to parks when the rivers are up. Rising water is also forcing several riverfront businesses in Alton to close the doors. We talked with one business owner who says she's been through a flood almost every year she's been open.
Delaney opened Riverbend Yoga 5 years ago, and this is her 4th flood.
It's an inconvenience, and I don't like it, but They're absolutely amazing the way they take care of the businesses here in downtown Alton.
Delaney is giving props to the city of Alton. The public works director says they've already put more than 1,000 sandbags in this area, and they've built a wall around several businesses as everyone pumps out water.
Our basements here in this area, because these buildings are so old, they're dirt basements. So, I mean, there's no stopping it from coming in. So we just plan on it. Nothing's ever stored down there.
Delaney's yoga business is closed indefinitely, and so is nearby Argosy Casino, as flooding from the Mississippi River is preventing guests from getting through the doors. The flooding has also put a halt to playing at area parks, but Delaney says it's a community that will bounce back stronger.
I mean, yeah, we all pull together, we all talk and everything. So, yeah, it's a community down here, it really is.